Moving to KwaZulu-Natal now. Cracking walls, no running water, no electricity. These are just some of the problems that beneficiaries of a multi-million-rand housing project have had to contend with in Tongaat, north of Durban. The residents say they are resorting to illegal electricity connections now. eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli reports.
1,200 units were meant to be built in the Emona Sunhill housing development in 2018, but in almost 4 years, only 250 units have been built. Those lucky enough to be allocated a unit don't consider themselves lucky. That's because these units don't have running water, no electricity, and the infrastructure is shoddy. These residents say they rely on illegal connections for power and water tankers for water.
Athi mangifika la safika amanzi engekho ugesi ungekho kumnyama sisebenzisa ama-light itofu zaparafini bekunzima kakhulu ngoba bekukhange ivat eliqani 3 days uthola ukuthi amanzi akafiki isizwe sowakhe emfuleni.
Sasicabanga ukuthi kuzoba right mhlambe sothi mase silakhe bese basinakekela manje sibona kuthuleke manje ku right la kodwa kudingeka phela ukuthi ezinye izinto beqedele bezenze eyabayibonayo njengama-drain la akukho lutho basifakwe namatshe kunjena nje akukho lutho kudinga baqedele.
The 120 million rand housing project was launched by former eThekwini Mayor Zandile Gumede, and it was meant to benefit people from 3 informal settlements around Tongaat. The local councillor says many who were meant to receive a unit from this development were left out, and people who were not in the list are now occupying them.
We find people are not from the area that's in the houses, and then you've got these houses that are being rented. Some of those freestanding houses right now are being occupied from people that we don't know. They're not from local either, the 3 informal settlements.
Another issue is that elderly residents who were meant to get standalone units were placed in flats, which means they can't access their bedrooms. Some have resorted to sleeping in the kitchen. The eThekwini municipality has shied away from answering specific questions, in particular the question of how people were moved to these units without basic services. Instead, they had this to say.
We must state categorically that as a city, we have got a challenge of people who are flocking to eThekwini in search of economic opportunities. And as a result, the demand of houses is quite substantial. We also have got incidents whereby people happen to occupy houses before they even completed. And this is one of the examples. We had to contend with the situation whereby we had to deal with this illicit behavior, which is very time consuming. But also the issue of COVID-19 has derailed quite a number of our plans. But our mayor has instructed our city manager to prioritize this project.
For now, these residents have continued living under those conditions 4 years later. Lethiwe Mdluli, Durban.